Hey, Nick Thomas here at the 11th Annual National Cyber Summit in Huntsville, Alabama. And with me is Mr. Jamie Miller, the President/CEO of Mission Multiplier Consulting here in Huntsville, Alabama. This is his about second or third appearance on the show. So welcome, Jamie. How are you?
Thank you so much, Nick. Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Hey, thanks for taking the time out to talk to us today. So can you tell us a little bit about the consulting that you've been doing and some of the innovation and tools that you're using for your customers?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I feel real fortunate and blessed. We're doing some amazing work as an organization. We have three main thrusts. We do your general government contracting. We do work for commercial companies, helping them to be cyber compliant. And then our third thrust is research and development, developing innovative cyber tools and technologies, real cutting edge stuff that's never been done before, kind of one-of-a-kind disruption technologies. One of which is a product called MyCOP. COP stands for Common Operating Picture. It's an amazing solution to solve a really critical problem in the cyber field right now.
Okay.
So the issue is, as much as you can implement security controls, it really comes back to the individual, right? It's the behavior.
The person on the machine and man in the middle,
exactly.
Or human in the loop?
It's the human in the loop. I mean, unfortunately, the reality is human beings, individuals are rational actors, and they make, unfortunately, the wrong decisions. It's just going to happen. And the issue is how do you solve that? And so we wanted to kind of solve that problem as a fundamental problem. And it really was sourced in a research project that I was involved in several years back. We actually looked at a lot of, I think it was over 100 security operations centers for large, sophisticated organizations. They're spending millions of dollars to run their SOCs. And what we found was, unfortunately, the cost efficiency for those SOCs was horribly low. Like, they're spending millions of dollars but getting limited efficacy from the operations. And we said, hey, what the heck's going on here, right? Why is there such limited cost? I mean, if you're an executive CIO and you're spending millions of dollars on your SOC, but you're not getting the level of return on your investment, what's happening? So it turns out that it's your practitioners chasing the bright, shiny object. You're gonna go home after the conference, you're gonna stop at Burger King and drink a milkshake. Probably shouldn't do that, right? It's not a good idea. It's not healthy, but it's irrational. It's exciting. Hey, I get something out of it. Same thing is happening with your analysts. There's say new zero-day attack, new malware, something new comes out. Hey, let's prosecute that. But the reality is, oftentimes, that the data hygiene, the basic operational work of patching and configuration updates, that kind of lies to the background. But that oftentimes is more important. So we wanted to force the behavior, change the behavior of the practitioner to say, how do you prioritize your workload, but take the decision making out of their hands and incentivize the right behavior? And so we said, how do we do that? Well, we can do that through risk scoring and creating what we call a risk economy. So creating an economy structure where we're incentivizing through scoring the right behavior. So we take the disparate data from your different tools and technologies, we aggregate it and normalize it, and there's some secret sauce in that.
Okay.
And then we've taken a behavioral science-based heuristic and applied to our algorithm to prioritize that data set. And then we put that into a risk scoring dashboard where it's presented to different level of stakeholders. And so now they can see what they should be doing that's going to make the most impact to mitigating risk to their mission.
So it sounds like a little bit of your secret sauce is artificial intelligence or a little bit of machine learning sprinkled in.
Absolutely. So again, AI, artificial intelligence, behavioral science, really the fusion of cyber is really going to be a nexus of behavioral science and cyber, because at the end of the day, it's all going to be about behavior change, all being about behavioral science and driving the right behaviors. So that's where we see things are going, that's where we want to be. And it's exciting. We've made some really big impact in the community here. We've gotten some large IT integrators working with us. We're doing some work with NASA Marshall with our MyCOP solution. And we even had Google call us up. So either that's really good or really scary that they know that we're doing
I think that's really good. They know you're doing that.
Yeah, so
I went by your booth earlier, right?
Yes.
And you have a product called Saturn.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. It's a product called Saturn Eye. So it's a new product that we just released, and so we were looking at different solutions that are out there, your Sophos, Cisco Meraki, Firewall, and we said, well, what are they doing? What could be done better? We basically aggregated a lot of different functionality. So your traditional IPS, IDS, net flow analysis, VPN access. You could whitelist, blacklist software sites, applications. Essentially, it's kind of a universal network management tool. We have a special module for insider threat, so we track behaviors and people accessing thumb drives, sending data to Gmail accounts, things like that. So there's a set filters that you get out of the box you can customize. It produces reports and triggers and alerts based on activity and behaviors across your enterprise. Again, big focus is on behaviors, right? So we want to help track and stop people from going to malicious sites or well-known sites where there's well-known malware access, things like that. So we shut that all from happening. Phishing has become so prevalent. I mean, even before this conference, I was phished I don't know how many times, and several of my employees were like, hey, I saw some emails coming from you, and I'm like, yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But luckily, we have very astute folks on our team and knew that wasn't a valid email. So, but that if you have the right appliance and technology, you can stop that at the gate. So we actually can, it may come through email, but if you click on a site that's known to be kind of phishing sites, malware sites, or just, we can stop people from going there. Anyway, so a lot of great web filtering technology. It's been highly regarded and well received in the community.
Okay, so that Saturn project, it's available for, let's say I have a small enterprise of 50 users or under, right? That sounds like a great product I would want. So if I buy the product, is this something that's upgradable? Do you guys monitor this all the time? I don't have the budget for a CIO or a CISO.
Sure. Yeah, so we have this, so we are focused on small to mid-sized companies, right? We feel like the space, there's a huge opportunity space in the market, and small and mid-sized companies are yearning for affordable and effective solutions that they can use to become compliant and secure. So our pricing model is set up for those organizations, but we also have the ability to take our solution to the cloud. So we have a cloud interface where you can have multiple instances at different locations. They all feed to one central repository or cloud view or cloud access module where you can see everything across a distributed enterprise. So we focus on small, but even if you're a large geographically dispersed organization, we can deploy Saturn across your whole enterprise and scale almost limitless. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So Jamie, can you tell the listeners and viewers how they could get in touch with you and your website address?
Absolutely, yeah. Come find Mission Multiplier. It's www.missionmultiplier.com. We're located in Huntsville, Alabama. If you're local, come drop by the Lincoln Mill. That's where we are. And everybody else, give us a shout on our website. And thanks for taking the time. And
all right, Jamie, thanks as always.
Yes, appreciate it. Thanks.